All right, and we're back from break. I think at least 3 of us got food while we were gone. Myself, Sam, and Maggie.
See, I would, but I have to force myself not to eat for a while, and then I get to binge on anything that I want.
Is that how that works?
Is that how that works?
I wasn't aware.
That's how you lose weight, is you just don't eat, and then you get to eat whatever you want. It's great.
That's
totally works.
That's news
And then
to
the
me.
cycle resumes.
Yeah, you can see I'm the picture of health, as you know, a man sitting at his computer.
As almost every Twitch and YouTuber is.
Exactly. Yeah. We got it. We got it handled. You can listen to us for fitness advice. You know that for damn sure.
I say almost because Sam is here, and he is on Olympus, as we have learned.
Yeah. He's a superior being, actually.
Well, on Twitter Olympus. I mean, he's up there with the president. So
Exactly.
there you go.
Him and the president are both verified. They're basically the same sort of person.
Right.
Yep, you are the same person as the United States president, as your president actually, since you're one of
Me and
us.
Trump are tight.
Super tight, super.
Yo, Scott, these are the pickled carrots I was talking about. They're so good.
Oh snap!
Yeah, I like them.
It's like pickled carrots.
Yeah, that's not the first thing I think of when I think of the phrase "oh snap."
It is now.
Might not even be like the 100th thing I think of when I think of the phrase "oh snap."
Yeah, it's not even in the fucking vicinity of
Listen,
us.
it will be if they sponsor us.
I guess so. There we go.
So
I hope not, because pickled carrot sounds awful.
I thought the same thing, but they're actually delicious.
delicious.
But they actually do this company does like pickled carrots, regular pickles,
Spicy pickled stuff is the best.
and they have pickled
love
green
olives.
beans as well.
Matt, it sounds like you might be sneaking in an ad for them, and I didn't know we were getting cut
I'm
in.
sorry. I'm hiding my sponsorship from Snap.
Yeah.
All for me.
Also, America's obsessed with pickling stuff. The rest of the world, not so much. All right. We have
Pickling carrots.
I don't know.
You're
Pickled
missing out.
eggs. Pickled eggs are not from the United States, though we do it. And I'm pretty sure it was your country that invented pickles, wasn't it? Like, didn't pickles come
Who
from?
invented pickles? Hold on.
I'm pretty sure it was like England.
Google it.
Who invented pickles?
Yeah, who invented pickles also?
Mesopotamia.
Who started the pickling?
Mesopotamia.
Yeah.
Who pickled the peppers? Was
All
it
right,
Piper?
all right, Peter Piper.
it was
Archaeologists and anthropologists believe that the ancient Mesopotamians pickled in 2400 BC.
there you go.
Got it.
I was so Google wronged right now. Mickey just destroyed me.
I mean, England is from around that period of time. We are ancient and powerful.
Oh,
I don't think.
Much
Yes.
like Sam on Twitter.
Yeah, I don't think.
ancient and
Yeah.
powerful,
Yeah.
and then
And then Sam
Toppled.
abandoned his home country for America.
yeah.
I'm true.
Yeah, what does that say about you?
I'm a spy overseas. I'm being paid.
Oh, you're like an agent.
MI6 over here. MI6 stripping. That's is that what it is?
No, man, he's a Kingsman.
I represent the Queen and nothing but the Queen. That's correct. I'm a Kingsman.
The Kingsman.
Kingsmen are for no country, I thought. Are the Kingsmen outside of all nations? Is that what makes them unique?
The Kingsmen serve Her Majesty the Queen. How fucking dare you?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Because in the sequel that's coming out, they're introducing the Statesman. I'm serious. I'm dead serious. They're introducing the Statesman. That's who Channing Tatum is. He works for the United States like spies.
Why am I Googling this right now?
I'm so excited for them. I loved the first one. It was so good.
Yeah, I saw it twice, but details are lost on me. It was one of those like,
garlic
it's fun.
pickles? That sounds good.
Garlic pickles? That does sound good.
Yeah, that sounds delicious. I like pickles.
Me too.
They're delicious. But not like the sweet pickles. That's fucking weird.
I like sweet pickles. Honestly,
Like
that's how I
dill-
first got into pickles. Was sweet.
Dill
sweet
or
pickles.
spicy. No sweet.
I'll look it up later. It's not that important. You know what is important though, aside from those dill pickles or whatever it is you're talking about that I was half listening to. No offense. Is Dungeons and Dragons. Dungeons and Dragons is important. So I'm gonna reel it back in.
Who'd have thought?
What was that?
Nothing. I said who'd have thought, right?
Yeah. All right. So, you guys are there, and you have your night. You have your whatever it was. Your fun little situation that happens. Things eventually kind of like quiet down that same evening. Things eventually kind of quiet down a little bit when you kind of like goes into the time frame like that is after you guys eat or whatever that you go into to sleeping. Now, who is it that actually takes watches in this party? I mean, does Rye actually take watch, or is Rye like one of those? I'm too good for that.
No, Red takes watch.
Does she? Okay, cool. Does Gromit actually take watch, or is that what I have an eagle for?
Yeah, probably do like rounds. But I guess my turn, I can like take half of that with me and half with Eagle.
Okay. Does Otto actually take watch, or is he usually on a
On a bender?
binge? A bender. I
Oh,
couldn't remember the word, even though I said it like 2 weeks ago.
A
On a
bender.
bender.
I can't really see very well at night. But
Yeah.
I want to help, but I mean, I don't think I would.
That answers the question. So who takes first watch of you guys? What's your routine?
Thonk will take first
Paper,
watch.
scissors.
Okay, Thonk generally takes first watch. Do we have Maggie and Strip and rock, paper, scissors for who takes second watch?
Oh, I'm down.
How many watches are there? There are 3?
So what it'll be is you guys actually sleep for 6 hours, but then that fourth watch, we'll just make that Otto's job. So Otto's usually like on a bender and like sleeping, and in the morning while you guys are all getting ready or pooping or whatever you're doing, Otto's kind of like hung over, keeping an eye on things. Like, yeah, I got this, guys. You know, for those last 2 hours of the 8-hour rest.
Cool.
Got it.
I mean, Rye's not bothered. She'll just do any of them. She doesn't care.
Okay, and I assume.
She's a bit of a night owl anyway.
Okay. We'll assume Rye usually takes second watch and Gromit third watch, and Gromit's usually as drunk as Otto. So you guys will do that, and so roll me a d4, any one of you. We'll have you do it, Mike,
Okay.
Mathis, whatever your name is.
Both. They're both my name.
Got it right
One.
on my.
Perfect.
Wow.
Well, everyone else is fast asleep, and strangely, Otto is sober. Otto, did you sneak drinks from a flask?
No, I'm good.
Why is Otto all of a sudden like a massive drug and alcohol user in like 2 sessions?
Do you want to know why? Do you want me to tell you why it is? Because in the past 9 or 8 weeks, we've only had the opportunity to hang out with what's his face there? I can't remember his name. Werbo once. And I need my drug addiction somewhere. Okay, I need it somewhere. And without Werbo to fill this void, we have Otto. So you guys are during the first watch. So it's literally the night is settled a couple hours ago. 3 of you guys are passed out. Thonk is up and probably saying his prayers, keeping an eye on things. Thonk is always alert. You know what I mean? He's just kind of like one of those like always looking over. The way I imagine Thonk's passive perception of 312 is he's literally just always like something's coming. Something's after me.
Something's always trying to kill Thonk in his mind.
He's
like
all his spider
paranoid.
sense always thinking.
Yeah, well, the problem is party sells me out. So like clearly something's always gonna be after me if the party's willing to throw me under the
time.
bus.
Maybe if
Sells
you
you out. Tells the fucking truth.
Mm-hmm.
maybe if you fucking came along with the group for like one activity in this fucking
You can
adventure,
try it.
then
You
you'd
can
be
try
able to stick up for yourself and like have some input. But because you never actually come, this happens. So it's kind of your fault.
Wow.
He's like, karma, bitch.
I was gonna
What?
take a bite of my sandwich. I just got yelled at by mom.
Yeah, that's right. You better wolf that shit down.
Yeah.
Get all your nutrients, motherfucker.
Yeah. Fucking get healthy, bitch.
Did
Is that what
Thonk
your
Mom
personal
just get
trainer was
put in the
telling you guys?
corner?
Sam?
Did Thonk Mom just get put in the corner? Is that,
Yeah.
that what just
I
happens?
guess.
Yeah. Wow. Look at that. Look at that. You think
was
you
so
you,
quick to
you rule the
subscribe.
rules till Daddy gets home? Look at that. All right. So, anyways, while they're all fast asleep and you're there, off in the distance, because again, I don't even gonna have you roll. Your passive perception is literally like 6,000. So, off in the distance, you hear like a thud of steps coming along. But make me an intelligence check really quickly to count them.
Like how many people are coming?
That's loud. If he's hearing that,
Intelligence
loud.
check.
Well, that's just me banging my
14.
desk. I mean, it's not actually the sound of things in the distance. Intelligence check 14. It sounds like 3 sets of feet are walking, but honestly, the feet are hitting very loud. Like you can actually slightly feel the vibrations again because you're so perceptive. It's one of those things where you can feel the vibrations. Like, oh, there's 3 big things that are nearby here, and so kind of like aware of this situation and cognizant of it, you kind of like make a few steps over there, like lean up against a rock and start listening off in that direction, trying to like hear. And you hear a bunch of different voices speaking. Definitely sounds like more than 3 voices that are speaking off of the distance. Maybe 5 voices speaking with your intelligence of 14. Maybe 5 voices speaking. And so that's what you hear from over there. And you kind of just like, we'll leave it at that. Oh, by the way, their language that they're speaking is one that you do not. However, roll me 1 more intelligence, please. By the way, there is a difference between intelligence save and intelligence, but because you're not proficient in it, it doesn't matter for
I'll just
you.
click on intelligence then.
There you go.
7.
You've heard this language before, but you can't pinpoint which one of the many languages you've heard because Scott's a douchey DM that cares about languages.
Sure. With that information, I will first go over to Rye actually, and kind of just put a boot in her side. Not like a kick, but like I put
Jesus
my
Christ.
not like wake up. No, like I put like my foot like
He
on her
finds
side.
the small of your ribs, slowly places his heel there, and then just shoves.
Shatters my rib.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rye's like jerked awake.
As like
Yeah.
our eyes meet, I just kind of like point to my ears and like point in the direction of where I'm hearing something come from.
Rye sits bolt upright and listens.
Okay, make me a perception check because you are not as amazing as Thonk.
Yeah, my passive now is a 21, I think.
And I rest my case.
Cool.
I
Damn.
rest my case.
So you don't hear anything.
You're just kind of like you literally think he's wasting your time. You don't even hear birds chirping.
Rye looks up at Thump. What is he?
I low voice whispered, 3, maybe 5 people on their way. I guess
Rye.
I will kind of gesture like I'm gonna take a step towards Otto. I'm gonna like gesture. I'm gonna go wake up Otto next.
Okay.
Rye kind of like leans off to him as he's going to wake him up, and she's like, "You can hear them?
I nod.
Are they friendly?"
I don't speak the language.
Rye like gestures for Thonk to come back.
Okay, I come back.
Have you woken me up?
No, he cuts me off before I
Okay.
wake you up.
Okay.
She's still sat on the ground, so she just like reaches out and touches Thonk's foot, and gonna toss tongues on Thonk.
Oh, smart. All right, so now with that,
Now hear exactly what they're saying.
that's perfect.
Okay.
All right, Scott, what are they saying?
So you listen to them, and now because you're actually trying to make out the exact speech, roll me a perception check. Yeah, you're trying to
So
get
my
the-
passive is a 22, though.
that's nice.
God damn it. 20.
I love hearing Scott make that sound.
Yeah, the sigh of just like, damn it.
Yeah. That means
Thanks.
we won.
Thanks.
I'm glad you picked up on that in such a short amount of time.
Yeah. All right. So now that I have to role play. Oh God, how do I do this job? So you listen, kind of like leaning over and listening. You're not able to make out all of the words, but you hear something along the lines of, yeah, and I bite in his skull, crush, yeah, orc jelly brain tastes good belly. Mm. Another one. Then you hear another voice come out. Sounds. I want to say effeminate because it's like an octave higher, so about the sound of an old dwarf, an octave, an old male dwarf, and it's like, "Hey, you ate all brain. I like eat. Me need brain makes smart. Me eat orc brain too makes smart." And another one's like, "Hey, I got to eat leg with meat. Orc leg meat is delicious." And they kind of like having a conversation about eating orcs or so on. And then eventually the footfalls stop and one of them's like, "Yeah, here, sleep here, no son." And they kind of like, "Oh, yeah, good son. That's mine. Pff, no, mine. Pff, I put head on rock. Pff, no, my head on rock." Pff. And like you hear like this weird like smacking back and forth, and like large stomps or whatever as this thing is smacking back and forth. And then you hear the other voices kind of like murmuring that one is being stupid, like those ones are being stupid. They're like, what are they fighting over? And eventually hear like the heavy like boom. And even Strippin is able to hear the sound of them kind of like flopping on the grounds to rest, because it is quite the vibration. Actually, it's so much of a vibration that'll allow Otto and Gromit to roll DC 15 with disadvantage perception check.
Nope.
How do you change the? Oh, never mind. I got it. One of these days I'll do this.
They sleep.
They're sleeping. They're snuggled. They're snuggled.
When the thud happens, and like a recognition kind of goes across Rye's face, I assume, like she felt that. Thonk will just kind of look at her. Creatures speaking about eating orcs. Trolls, perhaps. Giants of some sort, but they've gone to bed for the night.
Should we go?
It wouldn't be a bad idea to leave. If they get up before us, there's a chance they could come upon us as we're still packing up camp.
I think we should go.
Thonk nods. We have to wait.
I'll get Gromit.
Works for me. That's my concern. Is Gromit
Rye, like,
mostly?
Rubs her eyes and kind of like staggers over to where Gromit is and starts shaking him awake.
Alright.
Thonk just puts his foot in Otto's side, very similar to how he woke up Rye.
As soon as Rye like shakes him, Gromit like stands up, fully alert, and like whips out his great axe that was like laying next to him. He's like, "We fight."
This has happened so many times before that Rye just ignores you and like stretches and yawns as you like get up and like look around and like walks back over to her like sleeping bag.
Otto slowly stirs to alertness.
What? What?
Get up. We're leaving.
No?
Yes, now.
I want to go to bed.
Would you like to be eaten by trolls?
What? Oh. Okay.
Thank God. Thank God they went to bed. I'm actually surprised that ended with them going to bed for the night. I don't know if it's trolls. I'm just making a guess.
Mm-hmm.
They hate sunlight, so probably.
I thought they were saying they're going to bed until sunlight.
No, they don't want sunlight.
They said no sunlight.
Oh. Oh, all right. Well, that makes sense, I guess. All right. So we're going to pack up and move.
So you guys are looking to pack up, and you do have a considerable amount of stuff to pack up. But doing so, you need to do so very quietly, because there's literally pots and pans and stuff like that you have to. Because nobody like cooks dinner and then does the dishes immediately. What is this, Thanksgiving Day? Come on, let's be serious. You obviously leave the dishes for the morning, where Otto cooked dinner for everybody, and then you guys are like, okay, cool, I cooked dinner. I don't have to do the dishes, right? And the next morning, because everybody's bigger than him, Otto's sitting there grumbling to himself doing the dishes. So.
That's punishment for his trip the night before.
I don't deserve to be punished for that.
So anyways, so you guys have to do so very quietly, packing your stuff up. Now, before I have you roll your stealthy checks to do this, one of the things I want to point out is I know it's kind of unfair because you already have a really high stealthy, but I imagine Rye has very little to pack up. She travels relatively light because she's never owned anything in her life, and then kind of went on this trip and has purchased everything she owns here. So that all being said, I imagine Rye is pretty, I know to be on the run when the cops bust down the door. Rye is very good at packing light. Gromit and Otto, on the other hand, people that are used to traveling on the road and know that you need to have everything there, and thank God we do. Otherwise, Rye would be starving to death and would have died many times by now if we didn't. They have a lot more to carry. So, Rye, you have advantage on the stealthy check. You two do not. Thunk. Oh man, I just think Thunk's useless and should have disadvantage.
What did I do?
I just. Okay,
Are you
fine.
sure? Are you sure?
Regular roll. Regular
Alright.
roll.
I'm gonna fail anyway.
Oh man.
We
Oh,
loudly
My
clamor and
favorite
stumble
thing is
about.
that Grommen is the most stealthy
Yeah.
of everyone.
I love it too because because he's the fucking pack horse. Which, speaking of, you guys do have horses. Because he is the pack horse. I imagine Grommen has the most stuff to pack too. So Grommen's sitting there.
Also,
and
he's got like 7 weapons that he has to like strap on that all just clink and stuff. This isn't believable at all.
So while Grommen's going through his strap-on routine, he's getting all of his stuff together, getting all the stuff inside the pack and whatnot, doing all this stuff. Kind of like looks around, and I mean, he's not super perceptive, so he's not aware of the facts that he's doing amazingly and everybody else is doing shit poor. However, Thonk, on the other hand, is like wincing every time somebody makes a noise. You know what I mean? Like, oh god, you guys are so loud. And I can imagine, again, being very focused on that, Rye would notice all the noises too, including the ones that she's making. You guys are being quite loud. And so that being said, I'm just not even going to make you guys can roll perception. Thonk does not have to.
Oh, whoops. Hang on.
Rye, thank God.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. I see Otto rolled 5 perception. God, Otto it's 2 5s in a row. That is
He just woke
garbage.
up. He's extremely tired.
He's also 3 foot tall.
That too.
Okay, that matters. So so you guys are Susie, as this is happening, you do hear like noises like shifts and whatnot happening. This is both Rye and Thonk. You have shifts and stuff like that happening, and you hear those voices off in the distance again, kind of like grumbling and saying sounds. Thonk listening very closely. You can actually, my apologies, roll me a perception to see if you hear the words or not. I'm sorry.
That's fine. 19.
19. So you actually are able to hear the words, a couple words, not very much, like noise, horse, tasty. That's all you're really able to get out of it.
Okay. There, I'll knowing that, I'll just quietly say to the party, they're aware that we're around. That's it. Let's move. Let's move.
So you guys want to throw caution to the wind? Not that you're doing very well anyways. So you can roll me another stealth check to try to sneak past them still, or you can just say, fuck it, let's go quick and hope to get the flip out of flop.
We rolled so many bad rolls. We can only get good ones now, right? We can be sneaky.
The law of probability or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, sure. Let's do it.
Oh, there we go. Good old Grommen, the sneak master.
All right.
Hey!
Hey! I don't have to roll then, right? I'm
Come on,
good.
Before you roll Thunk, I was sitting there going, thank Otto. You do everything. You're like a DM's wet dream. I mean, you intentionally jump into the bog that is going to suck you down and kill you. You're like, yes, let's go into this encounter intoxicated. Hey, there's a chest that might have traps on it. Fuck it, let's open that too.
Why not?
Let's just make more rolls.
It's like
And of
I've never
course-
played D&D before. Who knew?
Except it always works out. And here we are once again.
He also, I think Timora's on his side, you know.
Yeah.
Fair
Yeah.
enough. Fair enough. He does
Got
have
that
his
luck.
own
Lady Luck.
Yeah,
So the
like-
thing is, here's the problem. I haven't rolled my stealth check yet.
I know.
I
Oh,
worship
I'm so excited.
and Grummish likes fights. So
Oh yeah, you're gonna get wrecked.
I don't have to roll,
excited.
right?
Yes, of course you do. I mean, Otto demands it.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking auto.
This is what you get for harsh in his buzz.
10.
That makes you
Better
very
than a
happy.
3.
What?
I just
Oh, it's
dead
better than
ass.
a 3. Yeah,
It's better than a 3. He got a 3 last time.
absolutely. But you do hear off in the distance this shuffling sound as the creatures are standing up. You know, kind of getting up like, no, me here. Yeah, go check. Okay. And one of the forms you can hear kind of like getting up, maybe multiple of them getting up, but you definitely hear the thonking of 2 feet coming your way, like coming your way, getting closer and closer. How do you guys react to this?
We're
Quiet.
going, right?
Yeah. Just keep
Yeah.
moving.
Just keep going. Just keep going.
Sneaking, just keep.
Sneaky, sneaky.
Just keep sneaking, I guess.
Yeah, right just hopped up onto the saddle of the horse.
Yep.
Yeah, Grandma's already up there. Bird on on his shoulder.
Mm,
So
wait,
you guys are.
wait.
What?
I have an idea.
Uh-oh.
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Why don't in the other direction I cast thaumaturgy? That's only 30. Yeah, thaumaturgy is 30 feet. It's not that bad.
8 feet's not very far.
No, but it's enough to like instead of having him head directly for us, maybe turn and head on like slightly off off the path.
So you guys are heading, if you're looking at the map that I have there for you, you guys are heading this way, east, and you intend to have it go this way?
Yeah, basically just keep it off target slightly.
Well, I'd say we're going east and we want the sound to come from like north of us. So that the ogre coming from the west like is.
Actually,
They
even better.
actually are north. They actually are north of you as well.
Even
Yeah.
better than that, I'm not going to make it a voice. I'm actually going to cause a bright flame to cast in an area. That'll catch his eye more so.
Absolutely. Give me 2 seconds. I can actually make that happen. So a bright flame. How bright does thaumaturgy say you can make those
It
flames?
says bright, dim, or change color for a minute.
For 1 minute?
Yeah.
I can do that for you. Sure. Why don't we go? And you said 30 feet over
Yep.
from where you're currently standing?
Yep.
Let's go 10, 20, 30. Let's put this right here. And bam.
Yeah, we're gonna be heading east, are we?
Yep, you're heading east
why
or
don't we-
right on your map.
And where are they coming from? The north?
North.
Okay, cool. Yeah. So that'll keep them going behind us. Exactly.
So as you guys are slowly trying to get onto your saddles and everything, and like try to be as stealthy as quietly, finally Thonk's just like, oh fuck, crunch, name of crunch, whatever his quick little prayer is, and throws like a light over there to cause a distraction. Everybody quickly like, oh, now we're really gonna move, hopping on their saddles and getting ready to go. Now, do you immediately get on your horses and one at a time go? Do you guys wait for everybody together and break out together? Do you want to like hold on, wait till the thing's a little bit closer to that over there? Like, what's your tactic here?
I think as we're ready, we should go.
I'm like Rye's like waiting for the last person though.
Okay.
Wait for everybody and then go.
Okay. So once everybody's kind of saddled up on the horse and everything,
Honk is the only one who just books it. The rest of us all wait for each other.
I don't book it.
yeah. But to be fair, though, Thonk is also the last one ready. So,
There you go. Perfect.
so you guys are all get ready. Once you're completely ready, you once again hear the sound of like a. What is things walking closer? 1 second. And as the thing is coming closer, and as it's getting closer, and you can like hear it and whatever, you can almost like catch a whiff of it from way over here. You start to hear a voice say, and none of you guys speak giant, do you? Aside from, of course, the one with tongues on them. Perfect. So you hear as this form is coming closer, the creature says again. It's that one that sounds like it's an octave higher. Says, "Hey, look at light. You think?" And you hear a voice respond, "You think orc light? We get orc brain. Yeah, our orc brain. Orc brain." And so they're kind of like saying this excitably, and you hear off in the distance another voice say, "Orc brain? No, no, no." And the things like come moving forward as you hear this. So you guys hop on your horses and are able to start skedoodling out of there. We don't actually have to have you on your horses unless you actually engage in horse combat, but I will have you moving out. You're able to make for me. You're good, Sam. You can jump to where you were. Could you make for me really quickly a perception check to tell me if you can see what you see? Everybody but Otto. It's too far and too dark. Yeah, for now.
11. God damn.
Oh, I did it again. Hang on.
Here goes the natty 20.
I actually have a +2 to perception, and it's so funny how bad he is at it.
So what it is Sam, Rye is able to see off in the distance. Can you actually make that out right there? See what that is?
I can see it.
Yes.
Should I roll for my
Okay.
bird?
Well, the bird might be able to see it, but won't be able to communicate it without the casting of the spell. Bird will definitely be able to see it though. The Rye, you're able to see looking. You see this large-sized form thing coming at you. It does look to be a female from what you can see from here. Moving towards that light, like very excitably moving forward quickly. But what's very interesting with this large-sized female that you see is that it's bickering with itself, but not bickering itself like I usually do when we're like, during our break times and, whatever. It's actually like two separate heads, like bickering back and forth between the two. You may have heard stories of these creatures before. The name kind of eludes you right now, but you may have heard stories of these creatures before, like in taverns. But there's a two-headed, large-sized creature heading towards your camp right now.
Shit, it's Cho'Gall.
It is Cho'Gall.
Rai kind of like looks back at the group, and in the corner of Rai, she like sees it bounding towards the camp, and she immediately like, with like a panicked look on her face, she's like, "We gotta go!" And just like hits the
We
reins.
go.
Yeah.
We go.
So you guys want to take your horses and like go, like, so even if these things do find you, they decide we're going to chase you down. Fee fi fo fum, I smell the blood of an Englishman.
Don't let them reading of his shadow face.
That was pretty good.
Roll for me a handle animal check to really drive this thing forward. Now, hold on. Which one of you got the really good horse?
Me.
That was right.
Okay.
Yeah.
I was going to say, that's a beautiful roll, Rai. You did a great job. You can keep it. You didn't need to roll. That thing is trained for
Great.
retreat. Everybody else, roll for me your handle animal checks. Oh, this is
God.
beautiful. Thunk?
Hey.
Not bad. Hey, it's
Take it.
wisdom based. It's wisdom based. Not
Can
bad.
I get above a 5?
Not
I think
today.
you only fives. Just fives for you, Otto.
5, 22, 5, 5. That's my history in the last 4. Oh, and a 5 and a 6 right before that. Doing real great today.
Yep. I'm loving it. It's because of those shrooms, man.
It's funny though, the shrooms though.
Yeah. It's their what is it? The recoil, whatever the hell you call it. So all right. So you guys are trying to like, all right, let's go. Let's get out of here. And so Rai and Thunk, no problem, able to spur their horses into a full-blown gallop just to like start going as quick as possible. Gromit and Otto, you guys are able to make your horses go quickly as well. Don't get me wrong, and they're able to run. But these aren't like running like there's something trying to eat it right behind it. They're just moving quickly like you usually would for a hasted travel. They don't usually have to travel in this extreme, right? So, anyways, you guys are going to do this, and as this happens, you kind of like look back over your shoulder, Gromit, and you see that the creature which was heading towards that light over there is like, "Hey!" And it's like, "No, my brain!" And it's like trying to run back at you guys and chase after you. And as it's doing that, one of the heads, like arm pointing at you, and the head like screaming at you, "My brain, me eats!" The other one's like, "Hey, they're getting away!" hollering back at the other ones that are sleeping over there. And they all kind of like start picking up a chase to chase after you guys as quick as they can. Now, I'm going to allow you guys to make for me one more handle animal, Gromit and Otto. If either of you succeed, everybody's able to get away. If not, we're going to have a chase.
I have a -1 to this roll.
I know,
All right.
I love it. It's great. This is the
I've
first
got
time
a
we've
negative
rolled
one
these the
animal
entire
handling.
Can
campaign.
you give us some like advantage or something?
Yeah. Can I toss Bardic Inspiration on both of us?
On one of you.
On one of me?
On one
All
of you.
On one of me. Let's throw it on over to. You know what? Maybe we should put it on me.
Yeah.
Only one of you
Only
needs
one
to
of us
succeed.
has
Yeah.
to do it. I think I'll throw it on myself.
Gromit is the ironic eagle barbarian with no animal handling.
All right, you roll first, Maggie.
He handles Eagle Barbarian by carving wooden statues and biting the heads off of them, or burning
I
them,
don't
or
bite the
crushing
heads
them,
off.
or
Why?
burning them, or crushing them, or
I
biting
just
their
eat
heads
the whole thing, okay?
off. Ooh.
Nothing goes
It's
to
much
waste.
more humane.
Yeah. You know? Okay, here we go.
Good luck.
Dramatic. Dun dun.
Yeah,
No.
stay-
Awesome. Hold on though. So Gromit did fail, but I do want a little reminder as we do have Otto charging forward. His DC is a little bit higher because he's not riding on this beautiful steed. He's on a pony.
But can I get an advantage if I talk to it? Because I can talk to horses.
Takes you 10 minutes to cast that spell?
Oh, I have to cast it?
It's a ritual cast for speed of animals.
Like,
Go ahead there.
man, what is that?
I'm gonna choose to roll this with inspiration.
So your inspiration and bardic inspiration.
Yes, sir. As long as that's permissible.
I want
It is
somehow,
permissible.
Somehow, I want this to just be a 5.
This is not permissible.
All this stuff
Like
you're
he
doing
rolls like a 2 plus a 1 plus a 2 or something.
Yeah.
after
Oh
rolling
my
with
gosh,
advantage.
roll a 1. It'll be great. Do it.
Here we go.
All right, I'm ready.
Oh my god!
2 sevens. Like,
Oh, how? Wait, so what does Bardic Inspiration do?
A D8, right? It's a
roll
D8
one
now, I
D6.
think.
All right, you roll 1d8 now.
I'm sorry.
Or 1d8.
Hold on. Before you rolled so many 5s, so you have an opportunity to roll with advantage, and you roll 2 natural 5s.
You rolled 2 natural 5s.
Yeah.
You get
You
plus
know
2.
what?
You literally rolled a
5 is
double
lucky number,
5.
dude.
Wait a minute, though. Also, hold on for me.
Red 5. Just do it.
Yeah, because this is like Final Fantasy VII, where if I roll another 7 here, that triggers lucky slots, right? And we
Right.
just win.
Yeah,
we
you just win the
game.
encounter.
Yeah. So you got to play by those rules. I'm just saying. You got to
All
consider
right,
that
roll a
as well.
1d8 and
Yeah, you maxed
Oh
it.
my
You
god!
Hey.
maxed it.
What?
Yes.
You got. I mean, you got a 15. I had the DC set for everybody at a 12. I had the DC set for you as a 15 because you had this little puny pony.
Mm.
And holy shit! Okay,
Nice.
wow. All right, my apologies. Otto is so. Do you want to explain this? Or do you want me
Sure.
to explain how you inspire yourself to be good at pony riding?
Yeah. So, as we've discovered, I'm having a little bit of a struggle waking up today, and I think finally, for Otto, as he's riding on his My Little Pony, he gets up and looks back and starts to
Come
realize.
on, Rainbow Dash. You can
Wait,
do
yeah,
this.
come on, here we go, buddy. We got this. And Otto turns back, looks over at Grommen, and in a sheer moment of bardic inspiration, yells over to him, "We gotta get the fuck out of here!" And then he just starts booking it on his horse, spurs into the hide, yeah, and off we go.
Awesome. Well,
I
thank you
love the
very
idea
much.
that, like, your pony is just like a pony version of Addo. So the pony's also like really fucking tired and just woke up. And just, like, you're like, let's go, and the pony's like, oh man, I'm so
Fuck,
tired. Yeah.
fine.
Come on, Pony Addo, let's go.
I'm just glad that you came out and admitted to us that you were a brony, and you know what? That was very big of you. And
No,
thank you.
I gotta
Thank
be
you.
brave sometimes. Yeah,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
I gotta stand up for him.
next episode he's gonna like paint a little like emblem on the side of the pony's butt.
They're called cutie marks.
Oh, cutie
Thank
marks. Sorry, Sam.
Yeah.
I know the word brony and what that means, and that's the extent of My Little Pony knowledge.
I saw a
So-
license plate with Brony on it. That's some bravery right there. I think that's really
Is it
Not
bravery or is it
that's
pride?
Boldness.
Yeah.
both.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What power to him?
Hey, you know what? Hey, you do you.
All right, Scott. Now
Yeah,
we should.
yeah.
What we got to do now, just to make sure, is roll a 1d20, and if you roll a 5 or less, the pony ate mushrooms while nobody was paying attention,
Yes, do it.
and the pony is just
Yes,
completely
do it.
fucked.
Okay. If we're gonna add this random ridiculousness in here, I will do it at Mathis' request. However, it has to be a 1d100 5 or less.
That's fine. I accept that. I don't.
Oh, can I roll it? I wanna roll for my pony to be on drugs, please.
5 or less, the
Supposed to
pony
roll
is just
5.
running on rainbows. It doesn't where it is.
All right.
Your pony thinks he's a fucking Pegasus at this point.
Like the money.
Oh,
That was
no!
so close. Oh, God. How
Damn
did
it.
you roll another 7?
Why did I roll another 7? That is
Oh my god.
fascinating.
What
Oh
is
my
the
God.
probability
Good.
of
No,
that?
it was not a 5 or less, so we're good. Your pony's fine.
But that
He's
is
really
so
close to tripping balls, though. He's real close.
Oh god. Okay, yeah.
He was eating in some shrubs and munched like a hair
He was
away.
so
from-
close.
You know
Yeah,
what it was?
like
It was
sitting-
actually it was doing exactly as you were saying, Otto, and it was literally about to eat a mushroom, but that's the one that Rye picked up and was dangling in front of him. It was, picked it up from in front of the pony. It was saved by Rye's Rye's teasing. All right, awesome.
All right, yeah, you got lucky slots though. There you go.
Yeah, we finally got it.
Slots.
We got through an 8 in there, but that's okay. We still got it.
Hold on. If you look at me and Otto's all together, we got it.
That's
7
true.
7
Oh yeah, you did. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, you know what? With that 777, I suppose, with that great fortune, that luck, I'm going to remind you, you do still have that luck coin. So at any point in time, you can choose to roll an additional d20 and take that result instead.
That's right. Yeah, I did forget about that too. Okay.
Because you do have that luck.
Why are you not doing that? How long have you had that?
I forgot. It's recent. I only got that like
The
Was that
priest
the
gave it to him when
He's
they
like
when they
recent
hung
5
out.
episodes ago.
like,
Yeah.
you know, just few weeks.
Just like 20 hours of content to go. You know, not a big deal.
I know someone else was like 80 hours of playing, I guess is still a noob because Bear has been playing for like 80 hours now.
Yeah, no, I still feel like I have no idea what I'm doing.
Whoa. 80 hours, well, that's wonderful. That's great. And I'm glad you got that experience. We all know that for Dungeons & Dragons, until you hit like 300-400 hours or die, you know, you don't start really learning.
I
Right?
thought the Persona 5 tutorial was bad.
The what? Oh,
Yeah.
yep. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, the
All
D&D tutorial is way worse.
So what was I gonna say? The you guys are able to spur your ponies into action. Now, how is it that 3 of you are able to succeed and Grom's able to succeed anyways? Is because as you guys are riding ahead and the other 3 are kind of like getting up and chasing after you, all 3 of them are these weird, crazy creatures that probably Grommen and definitely Thonk would know what they are from like the regions that you guys grew up in, and maybe even Otto as well from story. We know them as Ettins, which are 2-headed giants. So anyways, as they're chasing after you, the 3 of you guys are able to kind of like turn back, and whether it be like throwing an arrow, if you have a bow, throwing an Eldritch Blast, casting a spell, whatever the case may be, throw enough of a distraction, throw them off of Grommen enough that Grommen's able to get away as well. So successfully ran away in your encounter. I'm sure at some point in time along the way, Otto would like to make some sort of snide remark at Thonk about being chased by giants.
Yeah, I'm throw a little zinger his way. I haven't concocted it yet, but you'd be damn sure he did.
So along the lines of, you know, it'd be really great if we had Skull Crusher right now. And you guys are actually able to get away and continue riding your way out of there. Yay, that's awesome. So as you guys are riding your way through the forest, as I had said before, you roll that survival check to cover the first half of riding through the forest. Could you do me a favor, roll me a survival check to cover the second half of riding through the forest? Maggie, you are consistent with that 19. I think it's 19 3 times in a row. That is amazing.
You know, I know my survival. Actually, I think I've rolled a really low survival in the past too.
Did you? For this?
Not for this, but like in the past.
Oh, in the past, you rolled crap survivals in past sessions. Yeah, definitely. Otto pulling it forward, finally kind of like waking up and like realizing, oh yeah, magic mushrooms kind of like made my brain wake up. I'm rolling a 22 survival, taking the job seriously. You guys combined are able to navigate your way through the rest of the woods again with little bits of problems here and there. Nothing worth really pulling the camera to. It's just, you know, whether you bump into like a couple orcs here or there, or some other like, you know, annoying creatures that might live in the woods. Whether if you come across areas of natural problems, say like with be a cliff or another like bog that you're going to sink into, you guys are able to outmaneuver these problems or work your way around them to the point where, yay, you're actually on the far side of the Lurkwood, and that's very exciting. Making your way on your travel over towards the Fell Pass. So finally coming out of the Lurkwood over to like the edge of the forest, you're like, okay, we still have the cover of the forest as safety. You do spend one more night in the forest for to kind of like gather your strength. You finish your long rest, you get back up and start traveling the next day, trying to find your way to the Fell Pass. Now, what it is that you know is that you came out of the forest and there's a mountain region ahead of you. Depending on where you are, the Fell Pass is either to the north or to the south of where you are. You're pretty confident that the way you would travel this entire time would bring you out to the south of Fell Pass. But if you'd like to do me one more survival check real quick to confirm where you feel as though you're supposed to be or where you're going.
I'm confused. I'm like, maybe we took wrong turn.
Otto isn't.
Yeah. So it's literally that Grommen is kind of like looking
look familiar.
Grommen is probably spending too much time looking at the map and hoping that the map is accurate, whereas Otto is using more of like his understanding of like, no, that doesn't make sense. If there's like a pass wouldn't be over here. It's too far from where that river would have made it, or however the case may be. He's making more of an educated decision. You guys said you are in fact still south of the pass, and you're gonna need to head north to get your way there. Otto saving the day, unless Grommen out talks Otto and convinces him to go the other way.
Oh yeah, that'll happen.
Talk Otto. Yeah.
Yeah, that'd be great. Let's see that go down.
Yeah. So as you guys are leaving the woods and knowing that you need to head north, once again, I don't need to make you roll because Thonk has a perception check of over 9,000.
It keeps getting higher.
It does. It actually was like 300, then it was 6,000. Now it's
Yeah.
over 9,000.
Except in the actual game, it has gotten higher on average every 4 sessions to the point where now it's at like a 21. So, anyways, the
22, first of all.
oh Jesus Christ, a 22. My apologies. So as you guys are traveling along, one of the things that Thonk notices up ahead is there is a group of people up ahead. So as you guys are walking, you're outside of the woods. Over in there, it's a very, very short area of not quite plains. It's almost like a crag area where the forest kind of cuts off before it gets quite into the mountains. So a little bit of a rocky terrain over there. But you're staying closer to the rocks. It's an area where Grommen and Thonk feel very comfortable navigating through, and everybody else has to kind of get used to. Off in the distance, down closer towards the trees, you do see there are a couple of humans, a small group of humans that are down there, kind of gathered around each other having conversation. 3 of them, my apologies, are having a conversation. And then after like a minute or so of watching them, you see a 4th one kind of join them and they're speaking. Now, they're a considerable distance away and you don't think that they can see you, at least as of right now. You're pretty confident in that. But if you continue traveling straight right now, they might see you. It's up to you. Do you want to approach these humans? Do you want to avoid them at all costs? Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to speak to the party, Thonk?
Yeah, I'll definitely speak to the party. Obviously, I just turn and let you know that there's like, you said about 4 or 5?
It was 3 speaking, and then right as you were probably about to get up and tell the party that what you've been witnessing, you see a 4th one join them and have a conversation.
So I just don't know. There's four humans on the path that we're continuing down. What say the 3 of you?
They have any symbol on them?
Can't see from here, too far out.
We
No
send
flag.
my friend, and I like hold up my arm, with my eagle on it.
I gesture like go right ahead.
All right. I'm going to like let go of his vines that were on him, and I'm gonna like hold him up in the air. Take my totem, and it's gonna start glowing in my hand, and then I'm just gonna eat it. It's gonna go in the air, and he's gonna go back and look through the eagle's eyes.
I have to ask, Maggie, does Grommen chew or does he just swallow that thing whole?
Choking
Sometimes
hazard.
he chews it. Sometimes he swallows it. You know, whatever he's feeling.
I mean, I'm just saying, like, sometimes when I'm eating rice, I'm like, chewing's too hard. I just swallow the rice. You know what I'm saying? Like, is this one of those situations?
I swallow food. I always chew it.
But this
Huh?
is wood. This isn't food. This is solid wood.
I know,
Let's
but you said
clarify.
that he just swallows rice.
You can't even chew it. Like, you couldn't. You can't eat it.
Oh, he's an orc, though.
Yeah, a 7-foot orc.
Yeah. Chomping down.
I'm 6'5". I'm not far off. I can't just fucking eat wood.
I'm sorry. You say not far off. Do you have tusks? And nobody told you can't eat wood, Sam.
Have you
Tusks
tried?
are merely decorative, okay?
Oh, let me bite your arm and show you how decorative these tusks are.
So anyways, Maggie, so you send the eagle out to spout now, to spot. Roll me a perception check for the eagle.
I like
though.
to imagine that he's not really eating it though. Like it's like a magical
Yeah.
thing. Like it just kind of like evaporates. Like you
It
think
becomes a gelatin when it enters your mouth.
See, I was thinking it was kind of like
Tastes like
a
jelly
Cadbury
bells.
egg. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? Like
right.
just kind of like lets it melt and just enjoys the
it
goo on the
becomes like a
inside.
chocolate bunny,
See,
but like different
That
animals.
I can get behind that.
Yeah.
He's like, all right, I'm bringing it back.
What is it? Eagle totems melt in your mouth, not in your hand.
It's now lore
Oh
that
my
eagle
gosh.
totems transform into
That
Cadbury
is-
eggs.
We need like the candy foods and then be like Grommen's little totems.
There you go.
Swag.
There you go.
Got you guys.
We'll make a fortune.
Eagle totem candy. Awesome. So roll for me a perception check for the bird. Now, quick question, Maggie, before you do that. Is the bird doing like a high overhead scouting, or is it going to try to get as close as possible while scouting?
Just like normal. I don't think he would like go down really close, but maybe like fly near and like land in a tree or something nearby and kind of chill.
Okay, awesome. So if it's being cautious, roll for me just a regular perception check for the bird, please.
Okay.
That was beautiful. That's a wonderful roll. So the bird is able to fly in. Now, what you're able to see down there is that these are 4 all humans. They seem to be well built. You can tell clearly that these aren't people that live in general like cities. Like these are humans that live out in the wilderness. Similar to kind of like the ones that you'd seen beforehand. However, they are not riding on horses and worshiping horses and all that stuff. Don't forget, of course, that Sam stole what is it, Ponyta from the leader there. But so when you got as you are traveling, so looking at these guys, if I could stop stuttering, looking at these guys, you notice that they're all wearing wolf furs on themselves. They're all wearing like beautiful wolf fur clothes. All the wolf fur cloaks look to be maybe a gray color with different shades, like a lighter gray for maybe wolves further up over closer to like where the snow falls more often, a darker gray for wolves that might happen to live inside the woods themselves. But they're all wearing what looks like wolf fur cloaks.
Those little lollipops, yeah, that's perfect.
I know. I shared it with the group because I was like, that's pretty good. But imagine it like chocolate. But actually, the lollipops like kind of work. That's pretty funny.
So now Grandma just makes lollipops.
Yeah, I just make lollipops and I share them.
That's funny.
So I share that information with the rest of the group. While I'm looking through the eyes, I'm just like saying the words as I'm seeing it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So the question still remains then, do we want to approach? Like, Thonk has no issues basically walking and or we're going at them. Like,
Do we need anything from them? I think like we know where we're going. We got most of the stuff we need, right?
yeah, we don't necessarily need anything from them, but I don't see a benefit in trying to sneak around them.
So you know what? Why don't we do this? Why don't we contemplate it individually during our next break, and when we come back, you guys can come to your conclusion.
Whoa, it's already another break?
Yeah.
Mhm.
That went fast.
This is 11:06 p.m. here on the East Coast.
All right, well, we'll be back in a few minutes, guys. Go take a break, grab a drink, whatever you need, and we'll be back in just a bit. Don't go anywhere. You're clear.